The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
There was once a boy whose mother was very sick, and she was in hospitals. Most of this child's life, she was in hospitals. And the child, this boy, he was always crying to Hashem, like, could you please save my mother? Could you please give my mother a fire? I want my mother home. I want my mom. And he always spoke to his Rebbeim, and like, what is Hashem doing to me? And why doesn't Hashem let my mother come home? He was a young kid, maybe 5th, 6th, 7th grade. And she was sick. And besides that, he was also bullied. Bullying, as we mentioned before, is a very serious thing. It's not a joke. I have spoken to some victims of bullying, and it's not pashut. It does a lot of damage. So don't take that lightly. If you're a teacher, or you're a menahel, or you're something, if you ever hear those words that I'm being bullied, whatever it is, investigate. Because it's very, very important not to have these people crushed when they're a young, tender age, and then who knows the effects that it has later on. However, this kid over here, I shouldn't say however, I say getting back to the story, the kid was bullied. And his father had a gemach in the house that he used to give out clothing. Anyways, one day he was walking home, and the bullies were following him, screaming at him, "You're a loser, you're this, you're that." And he was crying. And he was walking home, and he got to a corner, and he turned around to see who the main bully was screaming, leading this whole thing on. He turns around and he sees that the main bully, the one who's going at it, he is the one who is wearing his coat. He's wearing his old coat. This boy who's being bullied, his old coat. Apparently this bully, his mother couldn't afford a coat, went to this gemach, got the coat, put it on the kid, and the kid turned around, saw his old coat, and said, "Wait a second. I have some artillery here that I could tell this kid in front of all the cool guys, wait a second, you're calling me a loser? You're wearing my old coat. You can't even afford a coat." But he didn't. He held his tongue. And on the next block he met his Rebbe, and he quickly told his Rebbe the story, and his Rebbe said, "I can guarantee your mother is going to have a full-fledged refuah shlema because of your restraint." And guess what? His mother got better. Very, very soon after that, his mother got better. Could you imagine? The power of silence. You have something to say, a juicy piece of whatnot, and you hold yourself back. Like, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to embarrass them just because they embarrassed me. I'm going to suck it in. I'm going to take it in, and I'm going to hold it here.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org